Hey everyone, this is Music Tech Help Guy, and welcome to another iZotope Ozone 7 tutorial. Today we're going to check out the Dynamics module in Ozone. First, I'd like to apologize for taking so long to get back on these videos. I've just been super busy with work and other projects, so I'm sorry if I've neglected YouTube a bit. Also, if you downloaded this session to work along with me, I've more or less reverted to the original session again, and you'll see that I've removed all of the iZotope plugins for a couple reasons. You don't really need to use every single module in iZotope to pre-master and master a song. The session was just getting a little plugin heavy, and I wanted a fresh start. Once we're done with the individual module tutorials, I'll do a new full master on this mix. Right now I have the Dynamics module on the stereo out on the full mix. Okay, so the Dynamics module is a multi-band compressor. We have 4 bands: low, mid-low, mid-high, and high. So you can solo each band to hear how the compression is affected by that band individually. And you can also bypass the compression on a band. So just keep in mind that this doesn't bypass the band itself, it just bypasses the compression on that band. And like all of our other multi-band modules in iZotope, we can learn the suggested crossover frequencies for each band. So let's do that now and then solo each band to hear what we have.
I'm setting fire to 1,000 dreams, and you keep setting fire, you keep setting fire below me. Love me like you never did. Want you to love me like you never did.
Each individual band functions like an independent compressor. All the controls are nothing special. You'll see these in any compressor plugin. The compression threshold and ratio determine how compressed the signal is. So if you pull down the threshold and pull up the ratio, you'll get heavier compression. Pull up the threshold and pull down the ratio, and you'll get softer compression. And a ratio of 1:1 means no compression. You can also pull your ratio down into negative ratios, which effectively turns the compressor into an expander, which is an upward compressor. You have attack and release controls. Attack time is how quickly the compressor kicks in when the threshold is passed. Release time is how long it takes for the compressor to stop processing when the signal falls below the threshold. There's also an adaptive release option here, where the release time adapts to the incoming signal within a range. Keep in mind that turning this on does not mean that you can just ignore the release time. The range of the adaptive release still changes when you change the fixed release time. The knee controls the range of the threshold. Pulling this up is a soft knee. Pulling it down is a hard knee. Using a soft knee is best with material that you want to have some variance and compression on signals that are just slightly above the threshold. Typically less percussive instruments I use a soft knee, like vocals or strings. But with punchy percussive instruments like drums or staccato keys, I use a hard knee. In a full mix like this, I usually keep the mid-range at a soft knee because that's where the voices and a lot of their percussive elements are, and other bands at the harder knee. And sometimes the high end I'll also have a softer knee as well, but it all depends on the character of the song as a whole. In addition to applying compression to each band, you can limit each band too. All your limiter controls are up here, same as the compressor. And another great thing about this is that you can graphically see what you're doing to the signal as you compress and limit. And you can also control the parameters from here too. You can also apply parallel compression to each band as well, which blends the original signal with the compressed signal. Over here is a view control to see each band individually or all 4 bands simultaneously, and you can link the parameters from all 4 bands too. I typically make adjustments viewing the individual bands, and then when I'm done, I'll switch over to all to compare each band's compression. There's an output gain slider, which controls the output gain of each band. And you can turn on auto level compensation, which matches the input and output loudness so you can better judge the actual compression taking place without loudness changes when you bypass the plugin. By the way, the auto level compensation and adaptive release controls are global and stay turned on or off regardless of what band you're working with. And lastly, like a lot of Ozone modules, you can process in stereo or mid-side. Alright, so that's all the controls. Let's apply some multiband compression to our full mix to glue everything together. I'll start with the low band and work my way up. I'll apply some pretty heavy compression on the low and high bands to smooth them out a bit, and softer compression with higher attack times in the mid bands to maintain transient material. I'll also have more of the dry signal coming through on the mid-bands. And as I compress each band, I'll adjust the output gain to play with the frequency balance of the song.
One moment I'm setting fire to 1,000 dreams, and you keep setting fire, you keep setting fire below me. Want you to love me like you never did. Want you to love me like you never quit. Want you to love me like you never did. Want you to love me like you never quit. Want you to love me like you never loved you, ever loved before. Want you to love me like you never did. Want you to love me like you never quit. Want you to love me like you never loved
Alright guys, so that's the Dynamics module in Ozone. If you'd like to have some more session content to follow along with me or practice mixing and mastering, a download purchase link for this session is available in the video description below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. And if you really feel generous, and I will love you forever if you do this, you can make a donation to the channel via my Patreon page at patreon.com/musictechhelpguy. Thanks for the support, and thanks for watching.